All right, good morning. I'm not only COO, I'm also the in-house welcome bag maker. I'm very, very good at that. So that's what my main focus is welcome bags. I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, good morning. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for the day. It might not look like it on my face, but that's just because I'm not a morning person. And it's pretty well known at 97th Floor that I'm the furthest from a morning person out of everyone. I'm also the most long-winded. I usually ramble for hours in meetings and whatnot. So naturally, they put me at first thing in the morning and gave me 10 minutes. So I'm going to need some, you guys to wish me luck. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Today I want to talk a little bit about the vision that we have at 97th Floor. Most of you probably don't know this, but Chris, our CEO, who you'll hear from tomorrow, I believe, both of us grew up in San Diego together. He was my brother's best friend and was always over at our house growing up. And as kids, we'd hear a lot about changing the world, right? Like most kids do, making a big impact on the world. But for us, how we grew up, the circumstances we were in, it didn't really feel like a reality that we, Chris and Wayne could do that kind of stuff. I was the kid that in the morning, I remember having to push my dad's car, me and my siblings, to get it started as he was cranking it up. Same at stoplights. If it was a long stoplight, the car would shut down. We'd have to hop on out and start pushing it. That's how I grew up. Chris, he was always making me and my brother laugh by shooting milk out of his nose. That was his specialty. So as you can see, we weren't like the private school kids that had lots of opportunities. So changing the world and making a big impact wasn't on our minds. As you can see here, this is the type of stuff we were doing. That's Chris in the little jacket and me in the front there for I think my brother's birthday, doing some stupid stuff. So as you can see, that it was not on our minds. But as we grew, we luckily matured and kind of got out of those stages. And as we became adults, we started really thinking about how can we make an impact in the world. So Chris started 97th Floor over 12 years ago, and I joined him over 8 years ago. And over time, we, along with many people at 97th Floor, as we've kept adding people, we've been able to articulate our vision as a company into 5 main points. So the first is our clients. Our tagline is elevating brands we believe in. And in fact, throughout the whole vision, you'll notice that elevating is a theme. We're passionate about making things better. We truly feel that as a marketing agency, the purposes that our clients have in changing this world, making an impact, that's ours as well. We adopt those and we play a role in helping them achieve that. So we have a few of our clients actually speaking here at Mastermind, and I just kind of want to show some of their purposes as companies. Pluralsight, creating progress through technology that lifts the human condition. Dr. Axe, help people get healthy by using food as medicine. And Qualtrics, many of the world's most pressing problems occur from a lack of understanding, and that's a problem we can solve. So these are huge, huge purposes, right? World changing. You'll hear from them, learn more about these companies if you're not familiar with them, and learn about how they're going about fulfilling their purposes. So when we say elevating brands we believe in, we don't only mean these billion-dollar companies that are affecting millions and millions of lives. We also mean any company that has a good product or service, is an honest company, providing jobs, making people feel better about themselves, whatever the case may be, we believe in those companies as well. The second is careers. We've created an amazing workplace and culture at 97th Floor that we're very proud of. Over the last couple of years, it's been recognized by Entrepreneur, Inc., and Fortune magazines as one of the best in the nation, actually, as well as a few smaller publications. We love our jobs, and each of us benefits so much from our jobs at 97th Floor. And kind of a funny thing is we haven't paid for a job in over 2 years, but every month we average about 200 resumes coming in. So we feel as a company that that's a real responsibility that we have to grow 97th Floor and be able to start adding more and more people to the company. This past November, we opened another office out in San Francisco. It's just right across from the Transamerica Pyramid building, just right there in that building, I think floor 14. So that's a way for that we can grow more business out there and hire out there as well. We have 74 employees currently, but we expect and we want this number to grow in the future. And we also have a 97th Floor alumni network, or community, whatever you want to call it, because we don't care just about the positions that people have at 97th Floor when they're here. We care about them as people. So we have this to stay connected and help each other out. I think this is our first one a couple years ago out in Salt Lake. The third is charity as part of our vision. We hold a strong belief that business can and should be used to help the world be a better place. So a couple years ago, we started donating 1% of our gross revenue to charity. And we became a Pledge 1% member, and we're proud of that. And I think we're actually one of the first companies in Utah to pledge. If you're not familiar with that organization, you can check it out later. It's really good. So since 2015, we've donated about $175,000 to charities that we're really proud of. And each employee, a cool theme throughout the year, each employee gets to select a charity that they want to donate to that's close to their hearts. So we've donated to hundreds and hundreds of charities. But there have been a few charities that have gotten the bulk of it. One is Charity Water, who you'll hear from tomorrow. That's one of our favorite charities. Another is Intermountain Foundation, which is a local one here in Utah. And they put on a race every year. It's called the AF Canyon Race Against Cancer, American Fork Canyon. We're going to watch a little video from last year's race so you guys can see what it's all about. But But so 100% of the proceeds that come from this race go to cancer patients in our community that are fighting. 100% of the proceeds, and these are for things like cancer patients to be able to buy wigs, for food if they're struggling financially, to have gas cards to get to their treatments. It's a cause really near and dear to our heart, and we're so proud to be members. We actually have a couple people from the foundation here, if you haven't met them already. But it's a beautiful race. It's the most beautiful, inspiring race that you'll ever be a part of. So last year, we were able to have a lot of clients and partners and friends come race with us. But we're doing it again in 2018 and years beyond. So this year, we really want people, more and more clients and partners and friends to participate with us. So please, look out for an invitation or just let us know how to get you signed up to get you back out here to Utah and participate in this with us. So we'll hop back into the slides now. All right. The fourth is leadership. We feel that we can make an impact on our industry, but also the business world in general, through thought leadership and our example. So we do this by actively sharing our knowledge in articles, podcasts, webinars, workshops, and speaking at events. These are some photos from the last couple of years of some people from 97th Floor speaking at different events. And the crazy thing is actually this last year, Chris and I have spoken at some of the largest HR conferences out there, which is crazy to us because that's not our background at all, nor particularly a big interest in your traditional sense of HR. But we were invited to go out and speak because of what 97th Floor is doing as a business is getting recognition. And we're doing things that are unique but also effective. And we know of several companies that have made changes within their organization to inspired by 97th Floor. And that brings us a lot of fulfillment because we feel that through our leadership in this space, we're able to make companies more successful and their employees to be happier, more fulfilled, and progress more because of our leadership. So that brings us a lot of joy. These are just a handful over the last year that 97th Floor people have spoken. So we're really able to lead on a global level, which is really neat. The last is legacy. So it's important for us to be a part of something bigger at 97th Floor than just ourselves. We have a saying around the office that we say, we want our kids and our grandkids to be able to apply at 97th Floor one day. That's our way of thinking long-term and not just short-term of the next month, next quarter, whatever it may be to maximize profits or whatever. We want to build something that lasts. This last September, we celebrated our 12-year anniversary that we're happy about as a company. But like I said, we expect this to go very long. So we can look at something when we're on our deathbed and point to and say we played a part in building that. So that's it. That's our vision for 97th Floor: clients, careers, charity, leadership, and legacy. I want to thank each of you for coming to Mastermind and getting closer to us as a company. I want to thank you for being a client of 97th Floor, for being a partner, for being a friend. It's not lost on us that the trust that you guys give to us to be able to create great digital marketing strategies and execute on those strategies is what allows us to do what we love. You also are the people that allow us to progress towards our vision, so thank you very much.